In the spotlight tonight, autistic savants. There are perhaps fewer than 50 of them in the world. They're people with remarkable, often staggering skills and challenges. Autism, as you may know, may be the fastest growing developmental disability. 1 in 250 children have some form of it. That's up 172% in the 1990s. And some of these kids also have savant abilities. No one knows why. Tonight, Daniel Tammet of England, autistic and gifted, gives us a rare look into his world. Listen.
1 4 1 5 9 2 5 9 6 5 7.
This is the sound of Daniel Tammet reeling off the number pi to 22,500 decimal places. It took him just over 5 hours.
Finished, yeah.
Were you tired after that?
Very tired. Very tired.
Daniel is a phenomenon. He can do lots of amazing things.
Welcome. Welcome.
It's like learning Icelandic, one of the world's most difficult languages, in just 7 days. Daniel is 26 years old, a savant, and he is autistic. His extraordinary abilities stem from a combination of autism and a condition known as synesthesia. Daniel experiences things through a mixing of the senses that the rest of us can't imagine. For instance, here's how he does math.
I see landscapes in my mind. The numbers, the shapes, they form landscapes. They knit together in a way that forms almost like hills and mountains in my mind, full of colour and full of shape and full of there's movement.
These talents are like those of the Rain Man, portrayed by Dustin Hoffman and based on the life of Kim Peek, who Daniel once met.
Amazing. There was something that was special for both of us, and I know it hasn't left me.
For all of his remarkable gifts, Daniel still has some everyday difficulties stemming from his autism. For instance, he doesn't like to come to this beach just a few minutes from his home because of all the pebbles that are here. Too many even for him to count, and that makes him uncomfortable. Daniel can't drive or do many other things that require basic coordination, but he has achieved so much. So the thing that we're doing right now, just walking, is something you had to do through an effort of will.
Yeah. I had to teach myself how to look and how to walk, how to move myself, how to coordinate myself without falling over, without looking down, without getting absorbed in my own self, my own world.
Daniel grew up one of 9 children in working-class East London. After years of effort, he has overcome many of his autistic disabilities, and now he can not only relate to people, he can describe what the experience of autism is like from the inside. He loves silence, for instance.
I experience it as like a silvery texture around my head, like condensation running down a window. And if there's a sudden noise, it's like a shattering of that feeling.
This eloquence may be Daniel's most remarkable gift, and it makes him a prime subject for autism researchers.
Part of what we might learn from studying Daniel is, for example, how he perceives the world. We know that people with autism attend to details much more than most people. And that means that if you're trying to teach somebody with autism, the details will matter.
You know, in a way, you might say you've come back from the country of autism, which is a very difficult place for researchers and for parents to reach.
I've come from a place where I felt so lonely and so unwanted in a way. And I've come along this road and I've found this bridge and I've come across it, and I don't know how, I don't know why, but I'm here and I'm able to talk to you today. And that's for me, that's amazing.
For me too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Researchers from around the world are studying Daniel Tammet. Some believe his case may show that there's a savant in all of us, a little Rain Man, you might say, if only we could find a chemical or other way to unlock those abilities. Just amazing. Well,